Welcome to this experience about the recording studio. I'm a very experienced professor in recording arts and really excited to share this experience with you. First, I'm starting with the overhead view of a recording studio design so you can kind of see the layout of the build with different rooms. And now I'm starting with the control room. And right here with artificial intelligence, I've quickly embedded some videos and content information about some of the elements in the recording studio, the types of studio monitors that you'd want to include in a studio, and the type of audio interface, which is one of the first questions that students have. Then we move over to the recording space on the other side of the glass where the musicians are actually recording. I've also included two critical elements: what type of microphones are appropriate for different types of recording and recording different types of instruments. I've also included a video about amplifiers so students can learn the difference about amplifiers for different instruments used in the studio. Now I wanted to quickly add some more information. So with my voice, I quickly talk and record the word mixing desk, and now I have some new information about what a mixing desk is. It's very easy and quick to add content. I'm doing this on my phone as well. And I wanted to show here the difference between the control room and the recording space. Now I'm actually walking through the studio so I can show the students the layout, where the drums go, where the overhead microphones for the drums go. You can see the shields on the microphones. Now I'm just showing students around the recording space to see the instruments available during the recording session. And just a point, you can take information on and off to clearly see the content provided in the space. Now we're in a spatial meeting where I can show my students, and they can be anywhere in the world, and so can I, about the recording studio. Right now I'm going over the control room and the equipment there. And now we are in the recording space where I can show my students the layout, the instruments, the microphones used, how to position the microphones, the different things that we will need for the recording session. And we can just walk around, and right here I'm walking into the waiting room, showing that space, how we'll be planning the session, and I'll walk back into the recording session there and explaining about how this layout is set up. Now we're back in the control room where we started, going through the equipment required for this session. And finally, I have a brief lesson on a microphone comparison, the Shure SM58 and the Shure SM7B microphone, and how those are going to work in the session, as well as I'm showing adding a second monitor in the control room for the session.